All right, hey everyone. Now we are setting up here for hole number 6 here, and you can see extra mile sniper. We're going to try something similar, but just go maybe the other way. I like with how the wind is pointed. We're going to try the right method on this hole. I do think, giving yourself an easy or straight in wind is going to make it a little bit easier to hold out. So also, keep in mind that I am putting on a katana ball. One of the biggest benefits to that katana ball is going to have that side spin. It's going to help me with the drive. It's going to help me with the second shot. So aside from that, you might want to make sure that you have a sniper on. If you don't have a sniper, that you'll be able to hit the hop shot. Just keep in mind that you can copy my spin, and you don't necessarily need to do anything completely different from what I'm doing. You can see the biggest problem with this shot is going to be getting over to where you need to. So what I would fully recommend you guys doing is making sure that you're staying away from that edge. And I'm going to make sure that I'm basically aiming like 2 rings into the fairway. So I'm taking 2 rings into the rough basically, and hopefully gonna get my perfect ball. And as you can see, what I'm doing with the katana ball is just making sure that I can get the ball over to the right. And you can see I use about 1 side spin, and it just kind of shows you how important perfect ball is going to be, or at least great ball. And also making sure that you have that curl ball on, because I really need to stay away from that rough. So for instance, you probably wouldn't want to try to do that with a Titan ball, because you'd be much tighter. And you'd need like a lot more curl to get it back over into the middle of the fairway. Keep in mind that I'm very left there. I'm almost as left as I can be. So to get more aggressive than that is going to be a little bit of a difficult challenge. And here you can see my opponent trying to do it with a Quasar. And, as I mentioned, if you don't get really aggressive, there you can see that the ball is going into the rough. It can technically come back in, as you almost saw it do, but he would have been in between those trees as well. So where I put it, highly recommend you guys, trying to force it up to where I was. And you can see that I'm still relatively at max myself here. So, I'm going to treat this as I've already gone a ring, for example. So you're going to see me just kind of aim up a little bit and just kind of make sure that I'm kind of in line with where I want it. Somewhere right in here, for example. And aside from that, so I'll just go 2.5 rings, for instance, instead of the full 3. And I did catch a great ball. It's not really going to matter. But at the very least, this is a very safe shot. It's basically just going to, just push it out into the middle of the green a little bit more. But you can see that you get a little bit more perfectly angled tailwind in rookie mode. So, I do think it's a little bit favorable to kind of work the ball over there. But you can also see, especially with the early sniper, that I don't have a lot of fat power. Keep in mind that I didn't use much spin at all. I don't even think I touched the spin. So that just means that you guys, even if you didn't have, a sniper to where you could see that ball guide, you just have to copy my spin, which is nothing, and just copy my landing zone. So if you could just try to, focus on getting that landing zone down, it doesn't matter if you're using Viper. It doesn't matter if you're using Guardian. Those are going to have a little bit more power, and they're going to react exactly how you see the sniper. The only difference being that with the sniper, you can't physically, without the sniper, you can't physically see the ball actually rolling up there. So you'll have to do a little bit more creating on your own. But here you can see that if you do not find the fairway, it is going to, solely cost you this hole. You really want to make sure that you're getting an eagle on this one. So if you don't feel comfortable going over to the rough because of the difficulties, or if you don't have katanas, I wouldn't even recommend trying it without katana. You really want to, do minimal risk shot. And the reason that mine is minimal risk is because of the fact that I have all that side spin helping me to get it back to the right. If, for instance, I tried to do that with Quasar or Titan, I'd rather go to the left with those balls. So just something to think about, and good luck there, guys. Catch you guys for hole 7.